Shalom, Israel. I'm preaching Office of 1,000 Thamayam, teaching the Lashawanqadah class in Atlanta. All right? Who all got on the conference call? State your name. All right, Devon. Anybody else? All right. You just got young man Devon, nobody else? All right. Today we're going to go over the heathen nations and also the 12 tribe nations and Paleo-Hebrew and also in Assyrian. That's the first exercise we're going to do. All right. The Paskaya. Sloppy. Okay. Take the camera. All right, young man Devon. You can see the board real good? All right. We're gonna do the first one, which is Israel. We're gonna do the 12 tribes. Now, matter of fact, we're doing the heathen nations, but Israel is first. So we're gonna do Israel first. 1 minute. All right. Israel. In fact, I'm gonna put I'm gonna leave it like this. Israel. And in Hebrew, Israel is Yasha. All right. Now we're gonna do the Paleo-Hebrew. The Paleo. All right. We know the Hebrew is from right to left. So we're gonna do Yasha Allah. Y'all always remember, we got connectors. This is the frowning face, which is to put something singular, and if we're going to put something together, we will use the smiley face to connect the characters together. Right here, we have Yasha Allah, the Yah's by itself, and the Shar, the Shah and the Ra is together because it's Shar. Yah Shar, then the Ah and the La is by itself. So you got Yah, then you got, go ahead, Warren. See if we can help you out. You still see the glare? You still see the glare? Okay, let me try to move the camera around. All right. You still see it? Let me see. Okay, this is what I need to do. I'm trying to put that camera on. All right, Warren. We're gonna cut the light off. Get the light cut off so the glare go away. Yeah. Huh? Oh, okay, that's good. All right. The boss call you out? Need you over the speaker? All right. All right, back at it, man. All right. Now this Yah is by itself. That's why it got the frown face, because it's by itself. That's Yah. Then you have the Shah.
Power on. Bluetooth. Pairing.
Slocky. What's the original word? You get the Shah and the Ra. The A drops off the Ra right here, but in the Shah and the Ra is together. You got Yah, Shah, and then you have Slocky. Give me 1 minute. Hold this on the word. What's the eraser? I got it. All right. 1 minute. The Yah, the Shah, and the Ah, and the La. And they by themselves. So I'm gonna separate it for everybody to see. All right. So we got it right there. Israel in the English, Yasha in the Hebrew. And we have the Paleo Hebrew up here. I'll turn it down more. And you have Yah, Shah, Sha'Allah. Yasha'Allah. Yasha'Allah. All right? And I'm gonna do the seeing as well. Slocky. I messed around, put the, forgive me, I'm slocky for this. I messed around and put the Assyrian Ra for the paleo. All right? I had to catch that. All right? So we have this is the Assyrian Hebrew. And this is the Paleo Hebrew. Or you can call it ancient Hebrew. Let's bring right that up better. So I'm gonna give everybody time your time on Young Man Devon to write that down. We doing the heathen nations. Well, we doing all the nations right now. And Israel is the first nation because Israel is above all nations. So, all right? So I'm going to give you time to write that down. When I got on the board, let me know when you finish, okay? You heard me over the one? Here. All right. Okay. All right, you done? All right. Okay. All right, we'll do the next one. The next one is Edom. Edom. Okay, Edom is Adonam in the Hebrew. Do anybody know what Edom means? Do anyone know what Edom means? You know the pot?
No, I mean, pretty much red or wasted away.
No. Edom means red. Edom means red.
Okay.
Esau means wasted away.
Okay.
All right. And in the Hebrew is Adonam. Adonam. And it means red. All right. And Wardy, what's that chalkboard cleaner? All right. Now I'm gonna do it in the Paleo and ancient Hebrew, okay? Adonam. All right. 1 minute. Da. One. Young man Devon. Okay, the next one I go over, I'm gonna let you guess out the connectors. I should let you guess out the connectors now, but the next one I'm gonna let you guess out the connectors so I know that you're getting the lesson, that you're getting a good understanding, okay? All right. This is Adonam. Adonam. In the ancient or Paleo Hebrew. Now I'm going to do it in the Assyrian over here on the left-hand side, right? On the right-hand side is the Paleo Hebrew. Tanakh, when we read out the Tanakh, you're going to see the Assyrian Hebrew. And do anybody know why we got the Assyrian Hebrew? The Pashkaya or your man Devon? Do you know why we have the Assyrian Hebrew? Okay, the reason why we have the Assyrian Hebrew, also the Pashkaya. Bring that mic to that phone right there. The reason why we have the Assyrian Hebrew is because we was in Assyrian captivity. And it's a bridge language. They couldn't understand our Hebrew. Just like the Jewish man couldn't understand our Hebrew all the way, so they created a bridge language so they could understand our Hebrew more better. Know what I mean? So they basically created their own Hebrew, just like the Jewish man did. Know what I mean? But the Jewish man, he took the Assyrian Hebrew and he added dots and slants and stuff to it. It's called the Nakad. Know what I mean? But when we read Hebrew, we ignore that stuff, because that's not real Hebrew. That's them adding their culture to our Hebrew. Assyrian Hebrew is the Assyrians adding their culture to our Hebrew. But the original Hebrew is the Paleo Hebrew, the ancient Hebrew. Okay, Assyrian Hebrew is a bridge language. It's a bridge language. I'm gonna go over that next week. Or Hadar Moth will go over that next week. We're going to get the understanding of what is a bridge language. A bridge language basically is another nation adding their language to your language. It helps us to understand your language more better because they add their culture to it. All right? We're adding their language to it. I'm slugging for that. Adding their language to it. All right. 1 second. This won't take long. All right. And a lot of people when they learn Assyrian, it kind of tricks them up, because in the Assyrian you have 5 words that change at the end, right? And I'm gonna do these 5 words after you write all this down. But right here, the ma, it changes. It changes because it's at the end. Anytime you get these 5, it's 5 letters. When it comes to the end, they change. These 5 letters is ka, ma, na, pa, and tazah. These 5 characters, they change at the end of every word. All right? And right here is the ma. This ma is the ending ma. Okay? But a regular ma will look like this. I mean, let me write that a little bit more better. All right? That would be an ending ma. But this would be a slugger. This is the original ma. But this is the ending ma. The ending ma. This is the ending right here. And this right here is the original ma. Right here. All right. Young man Devon. Young man Devon.
Yes, sir, Ottawa.
Let me know when you're done writing this down, okay?
Just a few seconds.
All right.
No,
Young man Devon, you done?
Yes, sir. Well, something wrong with my visual online though.
What you say again?
Now I said I have issues with my visual online though.
Oh, so you can't see the board?
Nah, it's not. I think it's just my phone, right?
Oh, okay. But I'm saying you can still see it though, right?
No, sir. Right now I'm just listening to audio.
Oh, okay. And forgive me. Okay, forgive me for the outer wall. I put a W at the end. I meant to put an M. Salaki. M. Outer wall. Outer wall. All right.
Shalakia.
Go ahead.
So you said it's not W-A-W, it's W-A-M.
It's A-H-D-A-W-A-M.
Okay, that's gone.
Salaki for that. I'm Russian. Okay. So I'm going to erase the board, okay? I'm going to erase the board. And the next one we're going to do Moab. Moab. Young man Devon.
Yes, sir.
Do you know who is Moab? Which nation of people is Moab?
No, sir, I don't know.
All right. Moab is the Chinese. The Chinese, okay? The nation of Moab is the Chinese. I'm going to write this down too, Salaki. Moab, and in Hebrew, is Moab. And also, I forgot to say this. Israel is prince of the power. Prince of the power. That's what Israel means. And I told you, Adamam, Edom means red. Moab means of my father. And do you know why Moab is called of my father? Young man Devon?
No, sir, I know Ottawa.
Okay, because the Moabites, the Chinese people, and also the Japanese people, they are the children of Lot. Do you know what happened to the children of Lot?
I hate guessing, but that ain't the one that was doing the Sodom and Gomorrah day, was it?
That's correct. But the reason why they are the children of Lot, but okay, Lot daughters slept with their father, and you know that's incest, and that's why they come out looking like that. They come out looking like they got Down syndrome with those eyes because they do have Down syndrome. It's called Mongoloidism. Mongoloidism. Mongoloidism is a Down syndrome, and that's why their eyes look like that. That's why they got them big head, that big head in their little body. I mean, they look retarded because they got Mongoloidism. You know what I mean? They are the children of incest. They are of the reason why we say Moab, of my father, because those children come from their daughter's father, man. Never sloggy. If the children come from incest, from the father sleeping with their daughter, sleeping with his daughter, I mean. All right? From the father sleeping with his own daughters. Moab, of my father. guess out the word. Remember? Not the word, but the connectors. So I'm gonna write down the Hebrew, the ancient Hebrew, right? And I'm gonna let you guess out the connectors, all right? What the connector is supposed to be, either a frown face or a smiley face. I'm gonna let you guess it out, all right?
Shalakia, one if I may.
Go ahead.
I still don't have a visual of what I'm thinking about.
Oh, that's right. I remember you telling me you have a visual. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pronounce it out to you, okay? And you tell me, should there be a smiley face or a frown face by my pronunciation, okay? And this one here will be easy. This one here will be easy. Ma wa abba. Ma wa abba.
That would be upside down.
Yep, upside down. And what else? Ma wa abba. Ma wa abba. Ma wa abba.
The connectors would be between Abba.
Nope. No, this right here, every last word is in front of face. Every last word is in front of face because every last word is a character. Okay? Ma is a character. The wa is a character. The ah is a character. And the ba is a character. If you had the visual, I can show you even more better. But we gotta work with right now, so we'll have a visual. All right. So I'm gonna do the ancient. Ma, wa, Laki, Awa. Ma, wa, Awa. All right. I'm gonna give whoever tuning in, I'm gonna give them time to look at the board and write this down. And this is also I'm gonna put China. All right. But China for Chinese. All right. So go ahead, play the board. All right, you took that Apashkaya. So we're gonna do the next one now. got through 3. We're gonna do the 4th one. All right. The 4th one is Amen. Amen. Pascal, y'all, you know who Amen is?
I'm one.
Say again. Matter of fact, Pascal, you come up to the board. Yeah, come up to the board. Yeah. And you do Amen. Amen is the Japanese. Oh, the eraser right here, Ward. No. You gotta do that to the board. The eraser right there. Make sure you write it good for the class. Amen. Okay, that. I'm gonna get it for you, Ward. Let me get it for you. You try it. Okay, you see that piece of paper? See that piece of paper?
Piece of paper.
Yeah, right there. The notepad. Amen. The Japanese. Right? Also, a child of Lot. No, wait, my notepad. Amen in Hebrew is I'm one. All right. It's I'm a one. All right. I'm doing Hebrew now. I'm a one. All right. Oh, you have a seat, boy. I'm a one. All right, that's matter of fact, I go through the payload over here. Lock you. I need the Assyrian. I one. I one. The I is by itself. The ma is by itself. And the one is connected. The wa and the na. That makes the one. Wa and the na makes the one. Together it is one. I'm a one, and I'm gonna do it in Assyrian. All right. And this na is an ending na. An ending na. It's like I wrote that wrong. Give me a minute. Sluggy for that. It's an ending na. Let me write a little closer so everybody know this word is together. And I'm gonna write ending now. erase Japan right now. And I'm gonna write a regular now. For the edification of the class, everybody know what a regular now is and what's an ending now. All right, this is a regular now. Or the original now, I might say. The original now. And the ending now. I'm gonna give everybody time to write that down. Baskaya. Put Japan back up here. Let me get the meaning of Ammon. Okay, God, we got to put the meaning up there. So the pastor can play the music again. Give me 1 minute. Because I want you to know what each word means. Each nation that I write down, I want you to know the meaning of this nation. Like Israel means the prince of the power. Edom means red. Moab means of my father. And now I'm going to give y'all the meaning of Ammon. Give me 1 second, and the pastor can play the music. All right, you cut the music? Okay, this is the meaning of Ammon. Ammon is inbreed. Inbreed, Slovakia. Or tribal. you know why it says inbreed? Because I told you the Japanese and the Chinese are children of incest. That's why we got inbreed up there. All right? I'm leaving that up there for a couple of seconds, and then I'm gonna erase it. The next one we're gonna do is Ishmael. Ishmael. Devon. Young man Devon?
Yes, sir, I want.
Do you know who Ishmael is?
No, sir, I don't.
All right, Ishmael is the Arabs. It's the Arabs, okay? They the one buying up all the gas stations and got all the oil, man. And every damn corner store in our neighborhood. Ishmael, man. The Habib. All right. And Ishmael means herd of the Lord. Herd of the Lord. But I'm gonna write down the English and the Hebrew first, okay? Ishmael. All right. And Ishmael in the Hebrew is Yashma'allah. Yashma'allah. Allah. All right. Now I'm gonna do the Hebrew, the ancient Hebrew or the Paleo Hebrew. I mean, Yasha. All right. Lapash.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna use your brain. Pick your brain for a minute, all right? You got Yashima Allah. What connector do I put first? No, you stay back. Just tell me what's connected to put first. Watch the camera order.
Oh.
Yashima Allah. Yashima Allah.
Okay. Yah, that's gonna be a smiling face.
This is gonna be a smiling face?
Come, you said Yah.
No. Yah is a smile, it's a frown. It's by itself.
Oh, sorry.
A smiling face connected stuff. Yashima Allah.
Okay.
Yashima Allah.
Okay. Yah. Shah. You said Shah. That's gonna be the brown face. Yah, Shah.
Oh, my bad. Know what? I missed something here. My bad. Yashima Ayala. Yashima Ayala. So let me correct myself. Okay. Salaki with that. I'm missing the word here. Yashima Ayala. Okay. Let's get the word. No, let me write this one first, okay? All right. All right, Yah Shema Ayallah. Yah Shema Ayallah. For time's sake, the Shah by itself, the Ma and the I is together. This is by Ah and the La is separate. Now I'm writing it. Now I'm writing it on the Syrian. All right. I'm writing also in English at the bottom, so everybody can get an understanding? All right? Yeah. Okay. I made a mistake right here. Hold on, I keep doing this. Y'all, Sloggy, y'all forgive me, okay? That will happen again. I. Okay, my line kind of messed up. Right, a little bit better. All right. And I worry.
Stop.
Okay. Arabs. Okay. Ishmael is the Arabs. Yashama'ayallah. All right. All right. The Pasha Kaya. Music. All right. Pause that. All right, the next one we're going to do is Elam. Elam is the East Indians. And I'm going to also put the Persians so you can know what it was in the Bible. I'm going to put the Persians too. All right? Elam. In the Hebrew, Elam is Ayalam. So let me get this down on the board. Elam. Yalam. All right. Ayalam. Elam. East Indians. East Indians, the dot heads, man. East Indians. This is what Kamala Harris' mother is. She's an East Indian, man. the East Indian, slash, we'll put the Persians. The Persians, man. I don't know if y'all ever remember, if you ever seen the movie 300, and if you ever seen that man Xerxes, that was the Persians. That were fighting the Spartans. I mean, okay. How we gonna do the Hebrew and the Paleo or the ancient? I mean, they both mean the same. I.S.U.P.K. 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 I'm gonna do it down here as well. You have the lum. The la and the ma is connected, and it makes the word, it makes this right here, the word lum, that's put together with this smiley face. The la and the ma together is a lum. All right? So, my bad. I need an eraser. Right here. That's right. The la and the ma together, it creates this lum sound. Lum. Forgive me. See, I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K. Now we're going to do the Assyrian. I.S.U.P.K. And remember, this is a ending ma. This is a beginning slacker. This is a beginning, or the original, not beginning slacker for that, the original ma. All right. Pascal, y'all?
Come on.
You play music, Ward.
Come on.
Chill when you down, leave your pill like Uncle Phil. Nigga, chill. I done popped up out the matrix. I ain't had to pop no pill. Raised up in the Philly streets where them gangsters pop that still. I've been down with U.P.K. whether broke or had a mill. All I care for is my team. I don't care about no deal. Cause I ain't true this life, it chose me. That ain't a secret, made an oath to give my soul peace. And I'm gonna keep it, climb the mountains and my goal sleep. And I'm gonna reach it, so I'm up all night with no sleep. Nightmares and demons saw my first fiend OD. That shallow breathing kinda fucked me up low key. But I don't speak until I die. I promise not a tear fall from my eye. Though the war is my battle cry, tell them why. I stood 10 toes down in these streets, hold down in these streets. Roll around the city with the power when it's beat. How to make this my last stand? I ain't doing that to battle ordinary man. I'm a motherfucking soldier. The last stand of a soldier. I stood 10 toes down in the streets, hold down in the streets.
Pause.
Go around the city with the power when it's beat.
Also, my bad. I'm gonna give y'all 2 more minutes, right? 1 minute to write this down. Also, Elam means distant. Distant. Distance. So I feel the icon jumped up. All right, distant. That's good to get a good distance from that East Indian, boy.
Right.
He smell rough.
Right.
He got the right name, distant.
Right.
Hey. All right, play the music, Warriors.
I done made this my last stay away, but that don't matter. Ordinary man, I'm a motherfucking soldier. The last stand of a soldier. Yeah. I'm so ahead of my time, but the flow is ancient. Tell them show some respect, watch what you put my name in. We ain't nothing to be fucked with, them boys is dangerous. Make it hard for your team like them boys is tanking. Or extended with the pound like you left me hanging. If we got well done, nigga, we belated. Cause I held ground like a council acres. And they don't really want no smokies like they pumping bakers. Take ground, we 60 feet no space. Ready to rock on what? You take ground, it's a ditch. With 6 niggas picking your cans, get up, I'm past this up. They say they built different, but these niggas down, they tough. When it's beef, I go around with the pound hit. Coming for the ground and ready to bullshit. That's a roll you flush. No matter how many people war weapons, you can't war with us. I been held ground for so long, it ain't no grouping up. As long as my niggas know I'm nice, you ain't got
Boss.
boss.
All right. The boss.
Huh.
Okay. Noah had 3 sons. What was Noah's 3 sons' name? Matter of fact, what was the second son's name? The second son, if I'm not mistaken.
Abraham.
No, Noah.
Ham. Okay. Virginia. Okay. Noah.
No. If Ham is the youngest son of Noah. So who was the second youngest?
Knock you out of one.
Go ahead.
Knock you out of one. If I make, would that be Shem?
That's right. Give him a hand, man. Jackal. Give him a hand, warrior.
Oh.
Deserve that.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Jackal. Give him a hand. He's a young man. He got that. Jackal. All right. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure I spell this right. Hey, the posh. Go to Genesis chapter 10 for me, and give me Jackal.
Take out the count.
All right. We'll write out Jackal. In the English. I don't think this is correct, but we're gonna see. Japheth. And Japheth in the Hebrew is Yapaf. 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 All right, now I'm gonna do it in the Hebrew. Yapaf. In the ancient Hebrew. Right? Lucky? Yapaf. Yapaf. The pa and the tha goes together to make paf. The sound paf. All right? Ya pop. Ya pop. You got the frowny face right here because the ya is by itself. The smiley face connected right here to connect the pa and the tha to make pop. All right? Ya pop. Now I'm going to do it in Assyrian. Baba Shaw, go. Trying to get out the best Hebrew I can, man. The best Hebrew writing I can today, okay? Bear with me. Your pop. Your pop. And the pops, you got Genesis chapter 10 from like I asked you to?
Man, which chapter I'm looking for?
Okay, let me get it.
Genesis 10 and 5 and 6.
Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, y'all. I said Genesis chapter 10, Ward. Baba Kashaw.
Come on, I'm looking at it right now.
Don't worry about it, I got it.
That's the other. Okay. I see how it comes right now. I see it.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure I spelled Japheth correctly. No, I did not. G H. Japheth got an N, got an H at the end. Lock it.
It's
I got word. I got word.
That's it right now. Looking at it right now, so.
I got word. This watch, okay? Japheth. All right. And who is Japheth today? Do anybody know? Who would be Japheth today? Okay, Japheth would be the Hawaiians. The Hawaiians. I mean, the people over there in the Fiji Islands, man.
Oh, right.
I mean, don't put Hawaiians. Oh, and the Hawaiians are the Samoans. The Samoans. And make sure I spell Hawaii right. Look up Hawaii for me, Pash. Hawaii. I hope I got that right. Hawaii. And that is Japheth. Also, Napash.
Oh.
Who did the sons of Japheth rule with over us when we was in captivity? You got the Babylonians, you have the Assyrians.
That would be, no, I think it was like Russia or Langer.
No, Ward. I'm asking you nations that had us in captivity. Okay, remember this. The Medes, Persian and the Medes. The Medes were the sons of Japheth. Yeah, the Medes were the sons of Japheth. Their father's name was Media. Know what I mean? Their father's name was Media. And the Medes come from Media. Media is the son of Japheth. All right? All right. Give me 1 minute. Award. Medes was the son of Media. Media was the son of Japheth. All right, go ahead and play music, Warrior.
Standing in for Officer Summer Young. Who we still got on the conference call? Brother Devon, you still there?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ, brother. How you doing? You good? It's all right, brother. It's all right. All right. So we were doing the nations. I believe we were on your path. We're on your path right now. Okay. Let me get a marker, and we'll do the next one. Okay. So the next one that we're going to go over is the nation of Ham. The nation of Ham. Alright, and Brother Devon is still with me. Can you think of who Ham might be? Go ahead. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now who can he be in modern times, in today's time? No sweat, no sweat. Just trying to get a little edification and such, a back and forth. Ham would be pretty much like the Africans. Ham would be the Africans of today's time. Just like in a general consensus, if you will. And Ham in the Hebrew would be calm. So now, in the Syrian, I know that's what we see that more often when we're reading that. Calm would be pretty much be on the left side is going to be the Assyrian. All right. Now, if you still have your alphabet in front of you, in the Assyrian, in the Paleo, the ancient Hebrew, writing from right to left, we're going to have the Ka, which looks like a taller H. Then we have the Ma. When we put those together, that's what we're going to have. All right. So let's play the music. We'll give a few seconds for any other people on the Facebook and YouTube to write this down.
Go outside, get on outside. Nobody's safe, there's a war out here. If you would see in the streets, you will all out here. See me all suited up in my fallout gear. 762, slip your fucking car out here. No further, I still break your jaw out here. Yo, fear, if you scared, get a motherfucking pit. You will sit up in the church, you a motherfucking bitch. I give you in the mercy, what I give you in the clips. 32 rounds of fire, it never quit. A lot of fuckery going down, so what's the purpose? Sit and hang around these clowns, get out the circus. If you cross that line, then you get lit up the worst. It's all black hearses, painted with black curtains. Dots on sight with medics and bad nurses. Leave us at your mercy. Don't want that kind of war, ready for that bullshit. Kinda like a matador, get this kind of focus.
All right. And we're back. Now the next nation we're going to go over real quick. It sounds hard, but not really. All right. Our next one is going to be Mizraim. Either Mizraim or Mazarim. Probably Mazarim. Yeah, that's it. Mazarim.
Wrong.
No. They're just like in English. The English is Mazarim, I believe. Okay. Now, this one right here, these people here, this nation is Egypt. This nation is Egypt. All right. And Brother Devon, if you're still with me, just to test it out and whatnot, do you know what Egypt means? No sweat. Now this was interesting to me when I first learned this. Egypt means bondage. Egypt means bondage. And it's very fitting, especially since, the captivity that you hear the Israelites usually is Egypt. That's like one of the most famous ones of captivity. Okay? Now, here in the Mazarim, in the Hebrew, it is Matazari. Alright. So first I'm gonna write the syllables out for you. So you can see. And then we'll do the syllables. So the parts, let me get that music.
You want me some Adderall, something just to lock you in, 100 metaphors. They say I got some screws loose, and that's true too. Don't let me let the rules do like it's a fool. It's like I transform the got well done, nigga, we related. Cause I held ground like I got some acres. And they don't really want no smokers like they pumping bakers. Take ground, we 60 in your space. Ready to work on what? You take ground, it's a ditch. With 6 niggas picking your casket up, don't pass this up. They say they built different, but these niggas down, it's up.
Okay, Brother Devon, you with me? All right, cool. I understand at the moment that we don't have the visual, but are you able to, have you been able to take your notes and write things down?
I'm just going by here, I won't.
Okay.
Go back and try to watch the video later on.
Okay, no sweat, okay. I thought you at least had some paper with you. Hey, next time if you can, see if you can you know what I'm saying, get access, you know what I'm saying, to maybe write things down. Are you able to?
No.
Okay.
No, sir, I know what I'm saying. I'm taking notes.
Okay.
It's more on the visual. I can't see that.
Okay, yeah, okay, no, yeah. Oh, no, absolutely, no sweat. That's what I'm asking, if you're at least able to write things down with us in the meantime. You know what I'm saying, that's all. Because what I was gonna ask you is that if you are able to take those, or at least if you have your alphabet with you, like I'm gonna tell you the syllables of the letters, and I want to see if you can figure out where the connectors will be concerning the ancient Hebrew. All right, cool. So now we're going to have these letters. All right, we're going to have Ma, Tazah, Ra, Ya, and Ma. Okay, so those are the letters. Those are the syllables. Once again, Ma, Tazah, Ra, Ya, and Ma. Okay, those 5. But now, when we pronounce it, it's going to be Mar Tazaryum. Ma Tazaryum. So now, Brother Devon, are you able to? Can you tell me where the strong syllables, or the frowny face will be, and where you're going to have the connectings?
Okay, the first 2 characters will have like a little smiley face up on it.
Okay, now remember, we go from right to left. Remember, we go from right to left.
Okay, yeah. So the last character by itself would be what have the smiley face, right?
No, okay, close. Okay, I see what you're saying. It's going to have the frown face because that's going to be the syllable. It's going to be by itself. All right. So now, the ma is going to be that strong syllable. What other syllables am I going to connect?
To
Absolutely, yes. The tazah and the ra. So we have ma, tazar, and then you said the last syllables as well, correct? The last 2 syllables? No, yeah, they will connect, just like you said earlier. Now, when you see me, like on the video, you'll see me sometimes writing from right to left, from left to right with the letters. It's just, it's just a little easier for me, when I have to do this, for the edification of the class, on the board at least, just to get it down faster. But always still remember to read it from right to left. So also just get into the habit, when you do the Hebrew letters, write it from right to left, so it'll help you when you read right to left as well. Absolutely, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm like I said, I'm trying to follow along audio, right?
Absolutely.
So Noah had 3 sons.
Yes.
Alright, I.S.U.P.K, Ham, and Shem, right?
Yes.
Okay, so these 3 sons had altogether 12 nations.
And I do believe so, but I would, before I give you that final answer, I'm gonna do that research myself so I can come back and give you a real solid answer the next time. If that's cool with you. Alright, cool beans. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and write it down in my notes so I can tell you. And also, another reason why I don't want to give you that full answer, because I want to have those exact scriptures for you so that we can see it and read it for ourselves. All right? No sweat. No sweat. All right. So now let's go to the next nation. And pretty much, brother, you want to know this question. If these are the nations that from the sons of Noah that ended up populating the earth after the flood, correct?
That's right.
Absolutely. Like I said, I do believe that it is. Huh?
Because I just heard the last when he got up and spoke about justice. So I was wondering, like, I know that the son was I was under the impression like just like all three sons had like different tribes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? There was 12.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to make sure that
No, absolutely. That's a good question. That's a good question. Like I said, before I give you the answer, because you know, say in the I.S.U.P.K, when not only do we give a solid answer, but we give a scriptural answer as well.
Right.
And since I don't have the exact scriptures on me right now, that's why I don't want to give you that full answer. If you understand what I'm saying. All right. So now, absolutely. All right. So our next nation is the nation of Canaan. Nation of Canaan. Spell it right. Man, I knew I didn't spell it. Right everything in Hebrew now. All right. Canaan. And we spell Canaan in the English Canaaan. Right? And now, Canaan, if I'm not mistaken, are the South Africans. They are the South Africans. Alright? So you give me a second, and I'll write this out in Hebrew, and we'll see where we go from there. Music.
When it's beat, I go around with the pound of coming for the crown, you're ready to bullshit. That's a road you flush. No matter how many people or weapons, you can't war with us. I've been held around for so long, it ain't no roofing up. As long as my niggas know I'm nice, you ain't got root for us. I still take toes down in these streets, all down in these streets. Going around the city with the pound in his beat. How to make this my last stand, but that's a matter of ordinary man. I'm a motherfucking soldier. The last stand of a soldier. I stood 10 toes down in these streets, all down in these streets. Going around the city with the pound in his beat. How to make this my last stand, but that's a matter of ordinary man. I'm a motherfucking soldier. The last stand of a soldier. I was made to abstain. Any weapon form. They know a nigga sick, but it ain't no antiseptic form. Nigga, I'm dependable. Moon like I'm in Death Storm. Politic with general, so I know how to move when the pressure on. Only the birth, we receive mercy. Real soldiers cry loud like a nurse. Son of the power, you became birth. Revenge in my bag, nigga, it's our anniversary. They tell us have a limited, but hell is pitiful. I'm ready to hunt these devils down like the sea eagles. Put them on the chains by
right, if you got your notes, you got your alphabet. We got the nation of Canaan. All right, now in the Hebrew, this is going to be pronounced with this is going to be pronounced Kana'ain. Kana'ain. And so, okay, now, Brother Bob, if you got your notes with you, you can write that out with your alphabet. Kana'ain. Now, this is the soft ka, though, not the strong one. All right? So in English, if you write that out, you'll see it's going to say K-A-N-A-I-N. Are you with me so far? Absolutely. Okay, so now, just how we did the last nation, can you tell me with these syllables, we have ka, na, I, na. Where will our connectors be for the ancient Hebrew? Reading right to left. All right. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Cool. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great job. Great job. Now, let's look at our Assyrian real quick. You see that the ka is going to be a little similar. Then we have our na. We have our I, which looks like an English or American Y. And then there's something we got our na. Now, again, looking at the Assyrian, and you write it out. Will the na change? Are any of our letters going to change? Okay. Now, I asked that just for the fact that because the na, remember now, we do have certain letters that we have to write a little differently in the Assyrian. Remember that our na will change in the Assyrian. That's what I was asking for. So remember, when you do write it out in the Assyrian, or if you read it in the Assyrian, and you will see a longer letter, pretty much. You'll see a longer letter at the end of that word. Your na will change a little bit. If you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, all right. All right, we're just about done with this lesson. We got 2 more nations to go. 2 more nations to go. All right, let's go ahead and erase this real quick. Our next one is going to be the nation of Cush. Nation of Cush. I know it might sound like it, but it's not the one that you smoke. This Cush is spelled with a C. Cush with a C. If I'm not mistaken, Cush would be the modern day Ethiopians. Ethiopians. All right. We're going to have a little music playing while I write these out, and we'll get back to our test.
They say, like some bitch, I say you should've never took her. Your leaders fuck the
We got our next nation, the nation of Cush, which would be the modern day Ethiopians. Okay? And now, this is going to be pronounced Kawash. Kawash. And now this one will be with the soft ka as well. Kawash. So, in the English, it's going to be spelled out Kawash. Kawash. Now, looking at this, Brother Divine, if you have the alphabet in front of you, you should be able to, you should have, how many Hebrew letters should you have? Excellent. Okay. My man, we with it. We get with it. Okay. So now, Kawash, where would my connectors be? And tell me what letter.
You will have only one connector. That would be with the wash.
Okay.
The car will be by itself, and the WA and the SH will be the connector.
Excellent. Very good. And forgive me, you know what I'm saying, if it seems like if I'm babying you on this one, just trying to make sure, you know what I'm saying, for the other folks, you know what I'm saying, might be watching, might be listening and whatnot, just for the edification of the class, you know what I'm saying, just to make sure that we learn this, you know what I'm saying, like step by step. All right. And
Not yet, if I may.
absolutely, brother, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I hope you don't mind me asking. If I don't know something, I ask questions.
Oh no, absolutely. That's what we do, man. That's what we do here in the I.S.U.P.K, man. You know what I'm saying? Practical, man, and getting the truth. You know what I'm saying? If one brother does not have the answer, there will be another one who can't answer that question for you, and we'll make sure to get it, man.
Right.
A solid answer, man, every time. Okay, now for our last one, our last nation is the nation of Put. The nation of Put. Okay. And the nation of Put is spelled P-H-U-T. Give me 1 second. Give me music. Never mind.
I'm a soul. Yeah.
Okay? And Put will be the modern day Libyans. How do I spell that? That's correct. Libyans. Okay? Now we're going to get some music while I write this out. For our last one.
Like, did you get Canaan yet?
Yeah.
And you said who Canaan was?
Africans.
What kind of Africans? South African.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Right. Music. What?
I ain't showing no pretty. One man of the six. Whole lot of dick sick. The picture seeing it clear. I think I had an epiphany. My eyes is off. I'm out of work. Thinking like I thought so wrong. So wrong. Don't just want to explain yeah. I want to get back. You so wrong. So wrong. So wrong. Eyes up to the clouds, looking for a better day. Head for the stress, need another place for my head to lay. They wanted wrong shit. How about they give it to him? Came up with a boss bitch. She get fly, sit in the living room. So ain't no time to crap, time to get it out. This was part of the plot. I was just spinning around. Ain't cut from another flow. And a whole other picture. Yeah, I'm all this. Check me out.
All right. Brother Devon. Our next nation, our last nation for the night, is the nation of Put. These are the modern day Libyans. Libyans. If you look at the video, forgive me if I spelled that wrong. All right. Now in the Hebrew, this will be, we have the letters. Looking at your alphabet. Powat. And we're going to spell it out in English. P-A-W-A-T. P-A-W-A-T. Powat. And when you're ready, Devon, Brother Devon, I want you to tell me where my connectors and all that go for the Assyrian, the ancient Hebrew. Excellent. And just let's see, you got it? Okay, now, let's see. Okay, so you're telling me my first letter, the pa, by itself, and you're telling me the wa and the ta are together. And we have powat. Excellent. Absolutely, please.
That's one of them words where say like it changes up.
No.
Like the spelling.
No, it is not. It is not.
So the last character was like the O and the X and like what is it?
Okay, that's not going to change. Now you mentioned the character that has like the O and the X in it. Now remember what you're reading. That's the ancient Hebrew. That's the beauty of the ancient Hebrew language, because the letters don't change. In the Assyrian, unfortunately, they do. And remember, only a select few of those letters will change. All right?
Okay, I pressed that on.
All right, no sweat. And I'll even, just in case, we'll do it for the edification of the class as well. We're going to write out what those letters are that will change. Okay? So we'll just write it in the corner of the board. And this is per the Assyrian Hebrew. The letters that will change. Alright? So our na will change. Our ka will change. This is our month. Obviously, year one. We're still in the Hebrew class right now. We just went over our nations, and we're going over. No sweat. We're going over letters in the Hebrew that will be changing. We're just about to end our lesson.
What?
Absolutely, young bar, sir. All right, so Brother Vaughn, just to make sure you got that. I mean, even though I wrote it on the board, I know you have it on your alphabet too. But just remember that in the Assyrian, those 5 letters, those 5 syllables will change: the na, the ka, the ma, the tazah, and the pa. But in the ancient, the Paleo Hebrew, those letters will never change. Absolutely. All right, okay. And I got your question for the next edification, and you want to make sure that the nations that we have, that we just went over, are coming from the 3 sons of Noah after the flood, correct? Absolutely. You want that. That's the question for you. No sweat. I believe we should be able to find those answers throughout Genesis in chapters 25, 19, 16, and 10. And I'll have the verses for you as well the next class around. All right? Absolutely. All right. And with that, we will end the class, in the Hebrew class. We will do our announcements. Israel, we have the I.S.U.P.K. These are the security announcements. We have the I.S.U.P.K. start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teachers will arrange it. Security outside.
Let him come up and do that board. Somebody get 1 minute. Okay, y'all. Go up and do that. Good announcements. Double time.
So like it. And with that, we'll pass the class off to Officer Napas Kaya.
Shalom, Israel. It's the I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We're the I.S.U.P.K. out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves for the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. My Isupk means stick in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department of teachers. Priest fund. Priests were offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever we like to give. The next holy convocation, the Feast of Purim, it is February 25th to 26th, 7 o'clock sundown. If anyone wants to be trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. Well, there Israel, give courtesy salute to the brothers and teachers in here. Men of Israel, give courtesy salute.
So you give a salute to the brothers, that's it. Say it again.
We're going to give a salute to the brothers. Men of Israel. I-Mitem Sabats, I-Mitem, Barak, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh. What I said to y'all brothers, that means, in English, that means the Most High bless of you in the name of Christ. Yat Matar means hands down, class dismissed.
Hey, sir.